Hey collective, welcome back into the channel. Hopefully you are doing well. Wanted to say thank you for the additional subscribers since I've been doing these shorts. I appreciate you. Appreciate you allowing to share energy and me read your energy. So we're going to do something different. I'm going to do the astrology dice. So we're going to start out there, get a feel of what sign. So what's the strong sign energy? What's the planet? And we're going to find out the house. All right, the astrology house. I don't know. This could be for anybody because we all have all the zodiac signs. So take it as it resonates. Throw out what doesn't. All right. Spirit, what do we got? What do we have for the collective? Please tell me. Okay, so we have Libra. We've got the moon. Sixth house. So Libra energy is, about balance. Okay. Being in harmony. Feeling good. Can be peace, but can also be chaos because Libra is can possibly be dealing with the law as well. So the sixth house, so this is related to health, the hygiene, daily routines, can be injuries, pets, and it can be co-workers. So the moon is the feminine energy. It is also can be fears, illusions, secrets. Interesting. So there's definitely some sort of something that's hidden. Okay, something that is possibly coming out, a truth coming out. Libra energy is very much also, like I said, being fair, but also, cause and effect, telling the truth. So there could be a truth coming out, about somebody's, something maybe with their health. It could be the health of their pets. Possibly coworkers, but, could be your health. So let's dive in. Let's go here. Tell us more about this, please, for the collective. Tell us more about the sixth house. Tell us, okay. Ooh, threatened. Unconditional. Pressure cooker. So, okay. So the sixth house there's something in your daily routine, okay, that either you're hiding or somebody's hiding from you, okay? They're not telling you the truth. They're not being genuine. And I feel this is a time they're feeling the pressure to be genuine, right? Like I said, Libra's about being fair and also telling the truth. And I feel like somebody is feeling the pressure right now to tell you something, to be genuine with you. Tell me about the genuine, please. Well, I know. Awareness coming to light. Yeah, we know. And we may not be privy to this. Okay, I'll try one more time. Give me more, please. Okay. So something is on the table. Okay, there's an offer here. I feel like somebody is feeling pressured. This is somebody you work with, or somebody you're in business with, somebody you're collaborating with, something along the lines of work in some means. All right, and somebody's feeling the pressure. They've been very quiet. Okay, they haven't been taking any action towards you. And I feel like they're realizing that they have to take this mask off about an offer. So I'm hearing that somebody you're collaborating with, or a coworker, or somebody you're working with, they have another offer somewhere else, and it's like they want to leave, and now it's, they're feeling the pressure to have to tell you, right, that there's another offer. This is interesting. Okay. Let's go here. Tell me more. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Three of Wands in reverse. This person's been delaying telling you that they're investing somewhere else. Yeah, King of Wands. King of Wands is the entrepreneur. Okay, that they're the ones that are, leaders, the entrepreneurs, right? They see the bigger picture. And they've been delaying. Okay, because here it's confirmed twice. You have cricket, silence, non-action. And then you have the Three of Wands in reverse. Is the delay. Right? If it was in the upright, it would be like, okay, I'm going to tell you I'm moving forward. I'm going to, keep things moving. They know they want to invest somewhere else. So I don't know if you were banking on this person and, was this person not genuine with the collective? What is this? Were they not so we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. Oh. There's been a lot of conflict between you and this person. There has not been balance. There has been secrets. And this person that you're dealing with, they want to relieve themselves from the conflicts that are going on in this situation, right? It hasn't been fair. It hasn't been balanced. And I don't know if that's, you or if that's your person. You take that as it resonates. Give me more. Yeah, they want to just come to a compromise so they can move on and invest somewhere else. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. Where this person's slowly been working up to this. So why the mask? I mean, was the fighting that bad? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody hides the fact that they're more into the luxuries of life. I don't know if that's you or your person. You take that as it resonates. Give me more. Five of Cups in reverse. Moving, they want to move on. They want to be more prosperous. Whoever was wearing the mask. So I guess it was your person. So there may have been conflicts regarding, there not being enough money being made. And they were, trying to hide for the longest time that it didn't bother them, but it did create conflict. And this, because this person wants to come out of conflict, and this has been a long time coming. And now it's gotten to the point, and we are still in eclipse season, right? So we just came through the lunar eclipse. That was this week, right? So now this person's feeling the pressure to be honest with you, to not hide the fact that they would like to invest somewhere else, move on, do something on their own. They're like, the past is the past, it's whatever. There wasn't enough, money, I guess, being made enough to go around. So it just seemed like money was a little bit more important, and it was causing a lot of conflict. So how does the collective feel about this? Or how will they feel? I don't know if you know about this yet because of the moon. This might be getting ready to come out. Some of you, this may have already happened. Eight of Cups in reverse. You don't really want this to happen. You would like to avoid this change, this person investing somewhere else, going off on their own. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, you're really emotionally attached to this situation. And you really don't want this to change. Or you're not going to want it to change. Star in reverse. Yeah, so you feel like this is going to put you in despair. And maybe you're the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you feel you do well collaborating with this person and working with this person. This person, it's like you'll be lost. Well, let's switch decks, because I mean, what will happen with the collective if this person invests somewhere else? Because just because you feel like that doesn't mean that's going to happen. You know, sometimes things like this happens for a blessing. You know, this might open a better door for you. So what will really happen with the collective if this partner moves on? There's your Seven of Pentacles. Growth. Having, you know, progress, and it'll be patience like the Knight of Pentacles. But they have a Seven of Pentacles and you have a Seven of Pentacles. So you would be just as well off going off on your own adventure. You know, you might be the Libra, right? Being in your head too much, thinking that if this person goes off on their own, possible Cancer energy, Leo energy, could be a combination of the both. We've got some Taurus. We've got a Aquarius. King of Cups. Scorpio, Libra energy. And then we've got some Pisces energy. You take that as it resonates, but you're going to be just fine. I think you might be stuck in your head. So give me more. Yeah, because there's growth here for you. It might take some time and patience and some planning. There's the Ace of Pentacles. It's new opportunities. This is just going to be a new opportunity for you. Sometimes, you know, when you collaborate with people, or if you're in a specific position at work, you know, you're not always meant to stay there forever. You know, there's growth opportunities if you break out of, like, you know, the company you're with, or the person you're in business with, or just the person you're collaborating with, you know, going your own way. I mean, you know, it's like the band breaking up, right? And then the lead singer goes off and does really well. They're not part of the band, but they're, you know, they have other people that they've hooked up with, and they can be just as successful as a singer not being part of that old band. And that's kind of what this feels like. It'll be new opportunities opening up for you. Even though I think, you know, you might be stuck in your head thinking that that's not the case. And no, that's not what it's saying. So this is kind of what's all coming out right now. This is all career based. And I want to say possibly, you know, it is part of your health, because, you know, you feeling in despair and overly emotional, not wanting to change, is clearly making you uncomfortable, maybe even a little depressed, a little emotional, right? and there was conflict. And so your person's like, I don't want to be in this conflict anymore, right? You know, I think they feel you both can make your abundance separately and not necessarily together. So it might not necessarily be the fact that there wasn't enough money to be made. It might just be the fact that the two personalities clashed. And when you have two people who clash, you know, that can hinder your success because there's conflict, right? There's not peace, there's not harmony, right? The Libra energy. And so this is what I guess is starting to come out during all these moon cycles. Like we just came through the full moon lunar eclipse. So that may have started happening during that time, right? And then we're coming up on the new moon, I believe in Virgo. This is the second new moon in Virgo coming up. Yeah. Okay, so what does the collective not see coming in this situation? What does the collective not see coming in this situation? Well, Eight of Swords. That's not seeing something. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. That's really funny. That's okay. I think are, like I said, up in your head, and you're gonna see that you can get beyond this. You're not powerless. You're temporarily blinding yourself with all these, Eight of Cups, King of Cups, the Star in reverse. That's just you in your own thought pattern. And this is what you're going to realize, is that you will have new opportunities, prosperity, abundance, and stability and security. And you're going to see you've been blinding yourself. Yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like being a little naive, right? Thinking that, you can't do something on your own. You can't be prosperous. You feeling like you need this person, King of Wands, holding your hand in this, adventure. And you don't need that at all. Yeah. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. So you feel like you feel like you would be abandoned, right? But you wouldn't be. Okay, the proof is here. You would have your own opportunities coming towards you. You wouldn't be abandoned. And you're just feeling naive, blocking yourself, not wanting to see that you can be successful on your own. Let's go to Moonology. Yeah, but you can't be successful if you're working with somebody and there's, backbiting and conflict. tension. That's not, neither one of you will be successful that way. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Yeah, so it's being practical, right? Listening to your higher self, your spirituality, right? Getting into listening to your higher self and not blindfolding yourself, feeling like you're trapped in this mindset of not being able to be successful out on your own. That's not true. No, not at all. Pisces, the full moon in Pisces is the dreamer, right? The Page of Cups can be the head in the clouds, the dreamer as well. You can be more creative doing something new without being stuck fighting with somebody else. Very close to achieving your goal. I think you already have the skills to do this. I think it's your mindset that's messing you up, is all it is. I think you're going to be just fine. You've probably been around this person, or you've been at this company for a long time, and the only way we grow is to make ourselves uncomfortable, stepping out and doing something that we're not familiar with, or being able to step out and take a chance and to make ourselves uncomfortable going into a new environment, maybe doing something new, something creative. That's how you grow. That's how you expand. That's how you see what else there is out there for you. Collective, you're going to be just fine. Absolutely fine. Do not feel that dependent on this person or this company or whatever endeavor this is to you, whatever this means. It can be different for everybody. It could just be two people who are doing side jobs together, right? You could be fixing houses together, and there's conflict, and now it's like somebody's got an opportunity to go off another way and maybe work with somebody else doing housing projects, right? And then it leaves you an opportunity to do your skills somewhere else. And then you might end up being in competition with this person, right? It might be like a competitor, not in a vicious way, but at the end of the day, if you take two people in the same field and then they break off and go do their own things, they're competitors. So it's, both of you are Seven of Pentacles, right? Hard work, right? Rewards and investment. Persevere. Growth. So it's kind of like both of you are on equal footing, going your own separate ways. I think this is going to be fine. I think you're just going to need to work through this, because you may have been, like I said, at this company or with this person for a long time, and it's the uncomfortableness, and that's what you're kind of working through. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Much love and light. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment. If you feel inclined, share. I'll talk to you soon.